Hey art lovers, hello newbie. Today we'll be doing inking. Yes, I have a Winsor and Newton set of base color that I'll be demonstrating inking. Alright, so if you have not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription. You're on Crush and Cover with me, your lovely host, Tracy Ann. Alrighty, so let's get right into it. So I'm doing a graphic novel. Just saying, I like to do content that people like to read. And people like reading graphic novels. So I'll talk about graphic novels some other time. But I'm talking about inking today. And I've got the Winsor & Newton ink. My first impression, not too fond of it because I think it is light. Lots more water than expected. So I'm not a huge fan of the Winsor & Newton, but I bought it, so I'm going to use it just say. I don't find it thick and jelly like I'm used to the gouache, just saying. But it's more like a light watercolor wash, kind of an inky texture. I find the Winsor & Newton. But with that said, it did justice to my picture and I enjoyed working with it. With ink, you have to move a bit faster. You have to pre-think about how you're going to create your picture because it takes a lot more effort to get what you want because it's ink and not gouache. Just saying, all right? So be prepared for that. But with that said, it is a great medium to work with. So I'm doing my first novel and I just want to bring you to my first ever inking page in my graphic novel. So you're on the journey with me. From time to time, I'll go ahead and do a piece with you so you can see the inking process. All right, it might be a little bit sped up, but just saying you can't make the video too long or else people lose interest. But thank you guys for being super supporters. And wanting to learn something just by me painting can give you a tip or two so you can make your own masterpiece. Alrighty, so with this piece, I'm talking about fishes. I've done my moon series, my fish series, so I could not help but create a novel or something to do with the moon and the fish and, just saying. So my first piece here is doing a koi fish in a pond, and I'm working with green and creating water texture. So I'm laying on my base foundation, which is my green, and at times I tend to work straight from the inking container rather than diluting it or washing it out because it is so liquidy. I don't want to say saturated, but I find it being too liquidy for me, so I didn't really need to saturate it or dilute it. But because I'm a vibrant, I like the power. That's why I go for gouache, because I like the vibrancy of the colors, and I don't too much make pictures that are soft and just because it's just my take. I like it when it's nice and thick and I can dilute it to my liking. So I have more control creating what I want instead of having it too liquidy, because once you go overboard, you can't really get it richer. So I'm using one color as I talk about monochrome and I want to get it deep. This palette for me, Winsor Newton, it's a little bit difficult to use a one color challenge unless you're going to add layer, let it dry, layer and layer and layer to get a nice deep shade on a particular area for me. So that's my take on the Winsor & Newton. But with that said, if you're a beginner and you want to give it a try, by all means, go ahead. It's just the look that you're trying to create if that palette gives it for you. All right, but with that said, enough of critiquing the Winsor & Newton, but I'm thoroughly enjoying my process. Listen, I started art in 2017, like originally drawing. I can remember when I first drew my first girl. A child said to me, "Is that a girl?" It was that bad, just saying. So you can improve, or they would be like, "Is that wings?" I mean, a kid saying to you, "Is that wings?" That's totally hilarious. So that prompted me to like practice. I practice almost every day, creating something. And that improves your art. So 2017 until now, I'm able to draw a fish. That's awesome. Alrighty, so if you're struggling, don't worry. All you need to do is practice, study, look at the image, do a lot of image studying and practice. Practice make perfect, or make you proficient, whatever word you want to use, it makes you better. So keep at it, don't stop. Even if you get laughed at in the beginning, don't worry. I never liked inking my work either because I thought it was so good. I actually even got the chance to put line, like pencil to paper, and create something. I don't want to mess it up with ink. But then after a while that gets boring because you want to push yourself and you want to go ahead and create like the professionals do. When you look at their image, especially the digital ones, you get so jealous and you're like, oh my, how did they do that? And you want, so you'll keep pushing yourself. All right, so I hope you stay tuned for, just snapshot of me creating my graphic novel, and when it is out, not sure yet when, but I'll keep you posted of the progress and the storyline, and get one when it's all done. As I always do, you've got my Let's Gouache reference guide there for newbies who just want to start with gouache. And I may do something else, with ink, so you guys can have your, basic foundation of inking and see if it is a medium that you like. So all of these information that I'm learning and getting and experiencing and putting it on video for you, I hope that you can take something from it, help that process to make your mind up, see if it's something you like and you want to get into. All right, so my graphic novel is in progress. This is the very first page, so thank you for sharing it with me. Alrighty, and I'll keep you posted. So continue to watch the inking process, see how I'm actually working from the jar mostly. Once I get into the intricate details of the painting, because I just find it not too strong at all, and I wanted something that pow. The only thing I will say is that the black is awesome. It's not too thick. That's the only color that I really, really appreciate. Black and the violet and the blue. Those are nice, strong colors that I found okay, but the others, and the nut brown was okay too. It's soft enough, but if I wanted a deeper shade, I had to add a little bit of black to it to thicken it. But apart from that, the other colors are too light for me. So I don't particularly enjoy them. The scarlet is okay, but it could have been a little bit thicker. So what I'm saying, if you need more colors or you need a thicker consistency in your ink, maybe Winsor Newton might not be for you. But if you're a beginner, it definitely is, because you want to have more control over your painting. But for a professional artists who like strong colors and creating their own colors, you might want to think of a thicker color, because it gives you a more opportunity to create lighter washes. That's what I'm saying. You struggle when you have it already diluted to create something else, but if you have it thick, you can create multiple washes, levels and layers of washes to get that right tint or shade that you want. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, that took me a while to get there, but that's it for me. So if you are medium average artist, a little bit more than a beginner, and you know how to create different shades, the Winsor Newton lighter palette, which is like too washed out, may not give you the opportunity to create the varied shades that you may need. That is my take, that is my opinion, but I worked with it and my picture turned out awesome. But you have to have patience. Alrighty, so thank you so much guys for watching. Keep watching the rest of the video, and I hope you find a tip or two that will help you to get right into your masterpiece. And don't be afraid of inking. Just saying, it means that you have to spend a little bit more time, but you will get the result that you desire if you practice and keep doing it. All right, so stay tuned for the rest of this video. Thank you for subscribing. Watch out for the graphic novel when it comes out, and God bless you. Ciao.